LePodcast Season 2.
Oh, is this a new co-host? Gino 3 and 6? Wow. He's still loading in here. Do you have volume? You're muted now.
What about now?
Now I can hear you. Wow. A Go Tom shirt. Is that what that is? A sign maybe?
No, yeah, it's a sign from the weekend. If I were in the crowd, this is exactly the sign I'd be wearing.
Wow, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know if you can
Yep.
tell, but I'm in a poncho. I got a finisher hat. I got a gold medal on. It's just I can't even I can only see your sign. That's the best part.
It's amazing.
I mean, that honestly isn't the most amazing feat of the weekend. The true most amazing feat is you went 3-0 in your picks. It's honestly
Did I
just
really? Wow, I knew I did well, but 3-0. So what's the new 29 to 28. This is as tight as it's ever been. Pause.
and
Um
let's just put it out there. There is an asterisk next to 28. I would be at 29, but I'm a gentleman and a scholar. In week one, to honor Aaron Rodgers, I somehow didn't accept the point. I'm not sure why, but I did it. No going back.
well, it was the right thing to do. I think there's a big glare behind it. It was the right thing to do. You know it, I know it, the world knows it. It was
Eh,
the right thing to do. You honored you were a man of ethics and morals. What are we without ethics and morals? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're big about morals here.
This is better now. It's not as much of a glare.
Yeah. We do have other.
Wow. So listen, I mean, I do want to know, night before the race, morning of, day of, during, like walk us through the whole thing. Pros, cons.
Pros,
How
it
was
was
it?
fun. The energy was sick. The crowd was bumping. It was a lot of fun. The cons, my toenails are falling off. My legs still hurt. I have chapped nipples. I bled through my shirt.
Wow.
Um, but night before, I watched Lone Survivor. Great film. Got fired up. Ate a lot of pasta and went to work.
The toenails, is that normal protocol? They fall off no matter what, or is it the shoe wear?
A little of both. The inexperienced people that run, like myself, probably lose it more often than the experienced runners. But a lot of people are holding signs that says "Who need toenails?" So I think it is more common than I would think. But
Wow.
yeah,
And what was your favorite borough to run through?
it's a good one. Staten Island was amazing because it was like I don't know 4 minutes until I was over the Verrazano. I guess the Verrazano was about 2 miles. It took me about 20 minutes, but about 10 minutes in, I was halfway over the Verrazano. I don't think that counts as Staten Island anymore, and that was my favorite part. They're the shortest, but truthfully, it's probably Brooklyn. Brooklyn was lit.
Oh,
A lot of fun.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, what was the best advice you got, and then something that you would do different next time?
Um, I guess best advice was to enjoy the moment and have fun. What I would do different was I would strength train my legs a lot more throughout the training. I didn't really do that as much as I probably should have, and I felt that my legs kind of gave out a little bit about mile 17. So it would have been a little bit
Really,
better.
mile 17, your legs. So you went. Oh my god, you went 9 miles with no legs.
15 was like when it started coming on, and then 17 I was cooked. It was pretty tough, but
So when you were doing your training, did you actually ever run the 26 miles?
the furthest I ran was 20, and every mile prior to that, so like 10 all the way up to 20.
Wow, that's insane, dude. At first glance, the league, we look like a bunch of degenerates, losers, lowlifes, like just a bunch of ugh. But when you take a deep dive, we have we have what? We got a bagel and restaurant owner. We got a coach of youth sport organization. We, we have a media member that interviews celebrities who shortly die right after. We have a professional knockout artist boxer. We now have a New York City marathon runner. It's insane. It's actually pretty nuts the amount of talent
And
that we have in this league. It's
we
very
also have
impressive,
two award-winning
beyond
podcast
impressive,
hosts. It's
award winning.
award-winning.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Um, But yeah, I guess we can.
Well, I'm happy I'm in the lead. My team is now officially. Yeah, listen, I'm happy I'm in the lead with picks. I had a good run for 7 weeks. My team was solid. It's horrible now, and I don't stand a chance. So I'm going to enjoy the last 5 weeks of the year, have fun on the podcast, promote the league, be a good commissioner, here to answer questions for anyone. I'll uphold the votes as they come in on the app. I do that. I try to do that as quickly as I can. Yeah, I'm just going to, be here for moral support. And, but yeah, that's it.
Wow. Yeah, we do. I don't know if you want me to break the news. You could break the news. We have some horrible news and some great news.
I think you should break it. You're the marathon runner, not me.
Horrible news. We have lost a sponsor and a segment. It is to our dismay. There's a breach of contract. Someone was out and about promoting themselves somewhere else when they signed big money with YouTube. We fought hard. It was one of the better segments we've ever had, to be honest. And it will be missed. Maybe one day he could return. We don't know. We've tried to work it out with YouTube. Maybe a weekly spot is too much, but maybe quarterly or semi-annually. But Cheap Butter a Week, it's no longer. It is.
Yeah, it's sad.
Hate to see it go.
It could have been so easily avoided, but unfortunately,
I've had to talk about Baker Mayfield.
With emotion. Yeah, people, with emotion and sensitivity, and it's 2023. You can't make the same jokes now that we were able to make years ago. People change and they get upset. It happens, sadly.
But with bad news, with doors closing, opens new opportunity, and I am proud to announce we have a new segment. Cup of Joe, Roast of the Week, hosted by Joe Palazzo, a member of our team here. He wasn't an honorable mention earlier. He doesn't really do anything good outside of roast people. So let's see if he can get on there. We wish him the best.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited. It's a cheek butter, a Jace segment, right? And he brews his own coffee, so he's going to give us his multiple blends and his brews and what they taste like and what they look like. And I think it will be a change of pace for the rest of the year.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, let's get into it. You had 6 last week. I had 3. The new score is 29-28. You are now in the lead going into week 10. And I'll pull up our picks and you can talk about why the hell you picked them. Because some of these picks are horrible. Absolutely abysmal. Honestly, I think
I have some pretty gorgeous picks.
There's not some pretty gorgeous pick in here.
I really do.
Not one. And the fact that you're Gino cursing yourself is truly remarkable.
Well, do you want me to go or do you want to start first?
You are in the lead. You should go first.
All right. I'm going to go my 1-point play. When you look on the surface, right, you see Mahomes on a bye. You see, the lineup's not that great looking on paper for steady. But he's filling in Joshua Dobbs. Wide receiver, quarterback number 10. He is quarterback number 10. It is officially week 10, and he's quarterback 10. I mean, dude, Joshua fucking Dobbs, bro. He put up 24 points last week without knowing the playbook.
I heard steady.
Is he going to be that much of a fall? Is he going to be that much of a fall off from Mahomes? Mahomes hasn't done anything special this year. Saints have a good defense, but is it going to be that drastic? So this is a trap game. This is a classic trap game. Even though Steady's favored, most people are probably leaning Zach. He's getting points, no Mahomes, but this is a trap game. Steady is laying 5.4 points. I love that number. It's gorgeous. It's sweet. It's just delicious. It's right in the sweet spot where I want it. That's my 1-point play. Wow. My 2-point play is going to be none other than Mr. the Joe Roast Palazzo himself. He is getting 1.7 points. Look, I will give you credit. Your team is 6-3. You've played with pretty much no quarterbacks all year. 0. You've not had a quarterback. 0. You haven't even started a quarterback. You left it blank. You just left it empty the whole year.
Honestly.
But with that being said, you beat Poe with the Rodgers on 4 plays. You beat Steady with Addison. You needed Addison to go off. He put up like 40 that week. Like you've had a lot of luck on your side. Coaching. And I'm not saying that. Listen, luck eventually runs out. And the luck you've had is pretty good that you've had a lot of luck. So that luck's got to just eventually flame out. I love Plaza getting the 1.7. Actually, I would just undress it right now if I could. delicious pick, gorgeous pick. And then lastly, my 3-point play, dude, 20. I don't care how ass my team is now, bro. My team really is ass, but 28 points, bro. I'm basically getting an extra roster spot, and JJ's back on my team. This is primetime JJ with Kirk. 28 point, put 28 on the board. I have an extra flex. It's JJ, and let's get going. Hopefully, DJ Moore, he's behind me right now. Hopefully, he can put up 30 spot. Last Thursday night, he put up 49. Let's just get this line down in the teens after DJ Moore goes off tonight. I love this pick. Absolutely love it. Sat beats me, but I don't think this is a 28-point win. I'm sorry. I don't.
Your picks are horrible. Like, literally maybe the worst picks I've ever seen. You're going to go 0-3, and it's going to be laughable. And you're going to be like, oh, I can't believe I thought of an extra flex and JJ and Kirk. You're mentioning 2 injured players. You're holding on to the past. You got to let it go. Your team is cheeks. So
it is. It's horrible.
The spread was too hard. I couldn't take it. It's kind of like when it's over 14, you just don't know what to do. I couldn't do it. But I'll go with my picks. Myself, number 1, minus 1.2. That is a free play.
A horrible thing. Horrible.
Plazo was cheek butter of the week. 1 week prior. Twice. He's been cheek butter of the week.
Bro, what don't you understand? What don't you understand about these patterns? That's why last week I took Traeger against Sap because the week before he was root top. When you're root top, you go like this, and then when you're cheap butter, you go up. You can only go up. You can't go down. You're already down. You can.
But last week would have been Plazo's time to go up.
It's a trap.
Because Mort was cheap butter, so I guess
what did he last
time for him to go down. But that's my 1-point play.
Yeah,
just betting on myself. Both my QBs are live right now, and on over/under 38. It's actually abysmal that I even start these players. I can't even name them, but I'm going with it. Number 2, 5.4 points for Zach. What you don't appreciate is Steady, a West Coast team, is traveling to the East Coast for this. That is huge. Zach's going to be ready. I'm going to be with him all weekend. I'm going to make sure the lineup's set. I'm going to cheer his players on. It's going to be electric. Easy 2-point play.
He's got 3 Cardinals going again. Kyler Murray's first game back, and then he's probably going to put up like 12 points, and then Steady's going to be like, averaging 22 a week, and I'm going to hear about it all week, and I'm going to get chirped about. It's his first game back. I don't know what he's going to do.
I hope he puts up 26, and then you say, I should have said 26 a week.
Yeah, I mean, if he puts up 26, then I'll be the one chirping. Like, Steady, you're stupid, dummy. You don't know nothing, stupid idiot, dummy. But, yeah, I don't know. Zach's team.
Don't worry.
No.
And my number 3 play is basically a pick 'em. More, I think it's 0.9, not 0.09. I think it's 1 point. It's about 1 point. Mort over Congelo. I mean, Congelo's team sucks. It's really bad. Mort's been hot. I think he lost last week, but his team is pretty good. And Congelo's team is.
He was cheap butter last week, but Mort was cheap butter, but he can only go up. You can only go up. But you notice the trends. But I don't know. Congelo's team on paper sounds great, but paper shreds, as you taught me many years ago. It does shred.
Those are my 3 plays.
Does it really look good on paper though? I don't think it really looks good on paper. I know he's been saying that.
He says that. Honestly, that's on me. I take his word, and I shouldn't. Let's see it.
I mean, there's nothing on here that says to me. I mean, it's Swift's going to buy. I mean, it's okay.
I just love.
But you got to remember, he also he just made that trade. So prior to the Brees trade, his team was way worse. Like Brees and Olave make his team way better than Pollard and Amari Cooper, what the fuck he had. So his team is better now for sure.
It's all right. I don't like it, honestly.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he was making it seem like the best team ever on paper.
His team sucks. He's 3-6, second lowest points. He's like 5 points away from Zach, and Zach's team has been horrible. But he's back. Yeah. Zach's in the win column again. It's where we needed him. And that's all I got. I know we got Mortal Lock, we got Couch T, and we have Rooftop Champ. And our new segment will be at the end. You'll see.
And our new segment. It's going to be a lot of electric action. I hope everyone enjoys this Bears-Panthers game as much as I do. And,
sorry this won't be out before the game is over, but it will be 3 hours long.
I will be pulling up to White Plains this Sunday. I'll be pulling up to White Plains, the Eagles bye week. It's a full day of wings, beers, and fun. Barely paying attention to the games, just hanging out. We'll be at White Plains bars hopping around. So if anyone from the league wants to join, that's where we'll be.
I will be there. What's your thoughts on hitting moms to smoke some cigars? I would really appreciate that.
Anytime. Anytime. I'm planning to get to White Plains by like 12:30. So then I can just kind of get a seat, have a beer, order some wings. Maybe they arrive by kickoff. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm down with
I know you and Zach are
20.
Well, you and Zach are coming from the body burying.
I'm gonna have to cut this, but yeah.
Well, your body. I mean, I probably shouldn't say it on the podcast, but
yeah, it's getting
you're going to
cut.
bury your body. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Well, that's it.
All right. Peace out.
Congratulations to the Marathon New York City run. Unbelievable.
Thanks, bro. Later.
Incredible.
Deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I kiss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American wind machine. If you ain't first, you're last. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's me taking the bull by the horns. That's how I handle my business.
My 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you.
You play to win the game.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely no.
What up, boys? It's Poe on the rooftop, champ this week. Also, most points in the league by just a few, but I'll take it in the same week. Having coffee, no alcohol, a little early for that right now. Up on the rooftop, little Manhattan skyline. Not a bad view from up here. Gino, Tom, thanks for podcasting. Gino, definitely stick to taking gummies and wearing funky beanies because you fucking destroyed your team, man. Real rough. Like Chip Kelly did to the Eagles, actually. You got a tight race, boys. 7-8 teams in playoff contention. Going to come down to the last 5 weeks or so. Coach, you got one hell of a team. You can thank Gino for that. Maybe throw him a couple bucks for JJ. What else? I ain't no content guy here, but I will say I think we should all take DJ Moore touchdown for Gino. Needs a little help. Maybe he throws his fantasy league fee on it to make his money back because he's certainly not getting into the contention here. Think my last thing I gotta say, go Birds. 8-1. It's our league. Everybody else is just living in it. Have a good one.
That's my quant.
Your what?
My quantitative. My math specialist. Look at him. You notice anything different about him? Look at his face.
That's pretty racist.
Look at his eyes. I'll give you a hint. His name's Yang. He won a national math competition in China. He doesn't even speak English. Yeah, I'm sure of the math.
Mortal Lock Week 10, back at it. Little rough week for us. 1-1-2 on our picks. We had, what do we have? We had the Commanders +3 or +3.5, won outright. No doubt about it. We had the Rams +4.5. We knew Stafford probably wasn't going to play. I don't think anybody knew how bad Brett Rippon was going to be. Not even the Rams coaching staff. He got cut Monday morning. They found out. Now they have Carson Wentz backing up Stafford. Nobody knew that. So that was a bad play. But and the third play, which was the Turner for us, Cowboys +3. So unlucky not to cover or let alone win that game outright. Eagles got so lucky. Don't even get me started. If you want to have that debate, hit me up on the side. I'll throw some stats at you. You'll be surprised. But I laid 90 points this week in Superflex. I don't know what happened. I played with 8 guys. I had no running backs, both running backs on a bye. Now, I heard Steady, effective immediately, has been fired from LePodcast. Breach of contract, hasn't been fulfilling his duties, so he's gone. I heard we got a replacement. I don't know who or he or she is, but, have fun. Throw dirt on my name. You can dance on my grave. It's all good. But when you're done, Palazzo, and I know it's you, just remember where you came from. When you're done having fun out there, go home, get your fucking shine box, all right? Now, I'm just breaking your balls, all fun and games in fantasy. I laid 90 points. You can crucify me all you want, but seriously though, when you're done having fun, go get your fucking shine box. Don't forget where you came from now. We're going to get right into it. Mortal Lock Week 10. I got 3 picks, and I have the mortalist of all locks. I have a whale pick of the week for the 4th and final pick. Now, first 3 picks, we got Packers +3 on the road in Pittsburgh. It's 2 bad teams. I don't think anybody's going to win by more than 1 point. The Packers +3, the Steelers are not going to beat anyone that bad. So Packers +3 with ease, my top pick of the week. Second pick of the week, let's see over here. Oh, yeah. We got the Commanders +6 on the road, traveling out west to Seattle. Seattle's good, but the Commanders will put up their points. They'll cover. Who knows? They might even win the game. I doubt it, but they'll easily cover that. And the last pick of the week, I have this game closer to a pick 'em, maybe +1. We're getting +3. I'll take that all day of the week with the Jaguars +3 over the 49ers. 49ers traveling out east. 1 o'clock early game, I believe. It's just, they're not playing their best. They are not the 49ers. People will bet on the 49ers, but they're not actually the 49ers this week. So +3. At worst, it's a cover. 0% chance that play loses. Now, my mortal of all locks this week, anyone who knows me knows my bread and butter is college basketball. I will outpick you in college basketball with my eyes closed. I don't even have to know the teams. I could probably outpick you. So FanDuel dropped this soft line the other day. Last night. For tomorrow, Friday night. Now, we're 3-0. Sidetrack here. We're 3-0 in college basketball. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we've all hit. I don't got nothing good for today. But tomorrow, absolute lock. Tennessee -1.5. FanDuel jumped the gun and dropped this line last night. No other book out there right now has the line even up. So wait, I think it went up to 2.5 probably after I bet it. They saw me do that. But wait until DraftKings drops it. Anything less than 3, we're going to fire away on Tennessee with ease. They're going to beat the shit out of Wisconsin. Maybe by 6, maybe by 16, maybe by 26. Either way, with ease with the 1.5. That's it. I will see you next week. And Bagel Boy, do not forget. I did not forget. Trust me, I did not forget what you did to me last week. Pants me in public, embarrassed the shit out of me. I hope I see you in the playoffs. That's all I got. See you next week.
What's good, everybody? Happy Thursday. Really Friday for us teachers out there. Veterans Day tomorrow. Nice day off here. Solid 3-day weekend. Fired up. Another week of Coach T's Coach and Fraud of the Week. Here with my boy Cooper. Say what's up, Coop. Traeger boy number 2. Ready to give you guys that week 10 action. So, this week's Coach of the Week has to go to someone that not only had a great fantasy performance, but also ran the New York City Marathon. Mr. Tom Marino, you are Coach T's Coach of the Week. Now, I don't even really want to go into the fantasy stuff because the fact that you ran a marathon is something that every coach would be proud of. Pushing yourself to the limit, doing something that, you or anybody else would find extremely, extremely challenging and difficult, pushing yourself to that max that the human body doesn't necessarily think that they could get to, yet you get yourself over the edge. Tom, extremely happy for you, brother. Not only are you Coach T's Coach of the Week with your fantasy performance moving to 6-3, but you're also Coach of the Week because you crushed that marathon. Nice job, my man. Now, Coach T's Fraud of the Week this week is no one other than the guy that now is 6-1 and trades himself. Again, Fraud of the Week ×2. Mr. Gino Ganella, Coach T's Fraud of the Week. I mean, bro, you started freaking Jared Hall or whatever the hell his name is. Kenny Pickett. Frauds everywhere. Devontae Adams, the shit-ass Raiders. Have to bring it up again. CeeDee Lamb and James Cook.
for Devontae Adams. What the fuck? That was a fucking train wreck, Gino. You had yourself in good positioning for playoffs. I appreciate your efforts and everything, trying to go for it with DJ Moore. That went downhill too. Hopefully Jefferson comes back for coach on this playoff push, getting everybody all fired up and revved up about that trade. But regardless, Gino, year one ABLA, LePodcast host, Coach T's Fraud of the Week, first one, two-timer. I mean, just shit's going downhill fast, and you hate to see it. So, again, congrats, Tom. Complete a marathon. Second highest points this week, Coach of the Week. Gino, two-timer, Fraud of the Week. Looks like Cooper starting to get a little antsy here. All right, Coach T's going to crack a beer, get ready for this 3-day weekend. Watch this shit-ass game tonight, ready for this podcast to drop. Apparently, we got a nice special segment. Excited for it. ABLA #1 fan, LePodcast. Everyone, have a great rest of your week. See you guys next week.
Smashing, Basil. Cool. This coffee smells like shit.
It is shit, Austin.
Oh, good. Then it's not just me. It's a bit nutty.
Gentlemen, good evening. I'm your host, and welcome to the newest segment of Oblo Sports Media Podcast. You are now watching the Cup of Joe Hot Roast presented by yours truly. Now, boys, oh, how the tides have turned. There's been a lot of action missed in the last 4 weeks. I'm not going to name names because that person is no longer present. Their funeral is coming up shortly, but Savon, Baker, we're going to leave it at that. We've missed a lot of content. We are now up to what will be Week 10 Cup of Joe Hot Roast, but I have to now re-summarize Week 6 through 9, and I have a very short period of time to do so. The race right now for first place is tight. You have Bijan there at 7-2, but it's anybody's game, and there is a 4-way tie for 4th place. I myself am 1 game out, but we're not here to talk about me, okay? We're here to talk about the roast of the week. It's only going to be the roast of the week. There is no longer going to be a CBOW of the week. Of the week. You get my drift. So let's get into it. Our first victim, the Week 6 hot roast, is no other than Lord Cheeksack himself. Tree, my man, what can I say? On paper, projected 153 points. In reality, a whopping 92.46. Sheesh! My man, you had David Montgomery, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley, and Russell Wilson combined for a total of 20 points. What? I don't even know what to say. I'm flabbergasted. You didn't even leave many points on the bench, 33.7. I told myself that I was going to be playing you in the final, but after this performance, you might as well just interview a corpse next week because, as well as I'm concerned, you're toast. Oh, man. And I really hope after last week's matchup against Bijan that you figure it out. You're 5-4. You got 5 weeks left to figure it out. I wish you the best. Calvin Ridley hasn't really done much since week 2, so you might want to change your team name. But we'll leave it at that. If I were to put a brand of that week, a little aroma, I've got notes here of ass and shit combined with just full-on cheeks. You, my friend, have been roasted. Moving on to Week 7, Coach Couch, my man, projected 113, scored 101. Not bad, not bad. I just want to go down the list of who was projected what. Bijan Robinson, 0.3, can't explain it. Arthur Smith, total douchebag. He shaved his mustache, looks like a freak. Me and him kind of similar, I guess, but whatever. Can have a long face? Go fuck yourself, big head. All right. We got John Taylor fighting back strong. Love to see it. Who else? Logan Thomas. I don't love it, but not bad. Sam Howell, bad week. But the biggest mistake you could have made, DK Metcalf, coach, I know you had a big game. I don't know if it was Somers that week. Harrison, you got a rematch. You're in it. I don't know if you're just shaving points or what you were doing, but Couch gave up a hard-fought battle that week for his second loss. And for that, you've been roasted. Moving along to week 8. I'm reading a name here. Joe Palazzo was projected 150.4 points, ended up scoring 102.24. This coffee tastes like shit. Oh my God. What in the fuck happened to Tony Pollard? I totally regret trading Congelo, Brees, and Olave for Pollard and Amari Cooper. I will never fucking again leave Amari Cooper on my bench. You want to talk about the biggest choke artist of the fucking week? He left 90.54 points on his motherfucking bench. Najee Harris, 10.5, beast. Michael Pittman, 18 points, beast. Amari Cooper, 14.9, beast. Gabe Davis, 23.7, beast. You had Aaron Jones, 8.6, coming off injury like a fucking moron. Eagles defense, -3. They're Swiss cheese. Tony Pollard, again, 6.5. Raheem Mostert, 10.6. Every single player, I think besides one, underperformed their projected score. The projected points mean absolutely fucking nothing to me at this point. I don't know what else to say other than he will fight back. I love his team name, but for that week, my friend, you've been roasted. And that brings us to week 9. Colonel Cheek Butter, about to be formerly known as Colonel Cheek Butter, about to be known as Sergeant Scoliosis, fucking Tiny Tim, Captain Hunchback, my friend, Mr. Mort Skeletort. Mort, you weren't projected much to begin with, my friend. You were hanging by a thread, kind of like that left shoulder of yours. 116.0 points, even on the dot. He ended up with 90.84 total points. Woo! I'm going to need a second just to think that one through. I'm tasting. That is a load of shit. You want to go through the stats, buddy? I know you remember him already. Keontae Ingram. Don't even know if that's how I pronounce his name. 0.8 points. 9 rushes, 8 yards. Hard to do. Cooper Kupp, 6.8. Chris Godwin, 3.6. Zay Flowers, 2.1. Are these fucking projected points or earned run averages? Jesus H. Christ. Started the Jets D against the Chargers because that was a good idea. Justin Herbert, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And a whopping 24 points on his bench. He thought he was going to win 5 in a row. I don't think he might win another game again. You got McCaffrey and Javonte coming back next week. Okay. Matt Stafford out on your IR. You better change that designation, otherwise you're going to be called a culprit of the cheating kind. I'm just out of words, you know. I do a lot of my own brewing. This by far is the worst cup of shit I've ever tasted in my entire life. You got outscored by 45 points to Amon Joy. We're going to look again at the overall rankings because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The best teams in this league. Bijan, myself, and Sap. After that, it's a toss-up. Maybe throw Shaboing in there. Maybe Baker will grow a fucking third arm and a leg, and he'll lead the Buccaneers back to the Super Bowl. I don't know. All I can say is the battle is far from over. I'm going to definitely be back on top. This is your newest and good to stay segment, and I'm just here for the ride. Let it ride, all right?